way. Me the custodian, what you find about Toa, and now will cast a special prosecutor. He's only wasting public funds. Now, Asemi in Chimuni say,
and some of the Mijis and what I created that. I'm saying, and I'm a bit means I share cat idea. Mine I in fact, a quite puzzle entry. I think that, you be creating a society. It becomes a repeating cycle of retribution. And to say, be crying, who said a politics no number through you, then a juma no you. Imagine a choir, ye faswa, ye nema, no gana. And committee a masamudi, meaning after 30 years of what do we call the democracy. And Kabebia, at which maybe the problems of Munana, can be a free move, learn lesson. And I echo be than one be they said they would say special prosecutor, me in the first place, and I said this even during the NPP administration, which although I wasn't a part of the administration, I'm a member of the NPP and a senior member at that. I totally disagreed with the decision to have this special prosecutor office because let me feel that it is another layer of bureaucracy. In Ghana, it means she says it's a name which places untold burdens on the public treasury. Emphasize, Emma. And the in your way, Ing.Kwabena, La Maker. May come and say, oh, Attorney General's Department, Mantian. You may be a friend of Director of Public Prosecution.
DPP.
Director, yes, DPP. One of the famous ones, Ghana for a kind of power, maybe of Frimo and JBR, near friend of Jakedako.
Yes.
Became very popular in this country. So, on an Juma, and it's a public prosecution. So, and see, to set up another one, no, because there was a few, a mouthful few, Attorney General, no, because he's a member of the cabinet, and the colleague cabinet ministers, DBBA. Any anymore, yes, there's a certain level of understanding in that, but I don't think that reason was strong enough for us to set up a whole machinery called special prosecutor. So, and you know that was a personal view I expressed, not today, I expressed it yesterday. So, but Michelle, special prosecutor, special with reference to your friend is a former finance minister issue. What? You haven't come out clearly to decide. So, but catch the Ghana for exactly what issue you are pursuing. A being issue now also say.
Already issues to Makuma.
But still, someone on the charge.
There be on charge.
The lawyer Jumano Yenyano a radio so announcer Yenyano in the media. In Cuba Babuboso, say a Yamami Numian and Naya. Now who as lawyer Penino Yan MCP. Not unfan file charges via against any panel there. Let's just say one you are not sure. And now Mr. Miffy say, this is the okay, it is a worker. And he who alleges must prove. You have to build your strong case and go to court and present the case. Like case, no, the evidence of what it can bomb should be so strong. Say, judge Vienna or no Bayajini, na the open one Sabeka. That is what we expect the special prosecutor. But this obsession with say, she's not betramming. The law allows you to plead silence. But be a Ghana. The police need to require. Everyone reading all right. Everyone no crime. Everyone reading all right. There's no catch up there. Nimia, yeah, so moody. If you say work also red light, and now why you say, but Opa Menkasa, since a lawyer, I think be our Becambiano can be used against you in court. And the Chinchina, Unia, Penino, Mentiasia, Nipano, one only Ghana. what send you evidence say oyare ni lawyers wo ho
and I watch baby or what potato to baby or what
say that year we crying it's a drama or critique in the public space. It's taking our attention off more important issues of state as he deal with. So, until I'm really feel say, only the oil. Now, the same thing with an entity like MPA. If you have those material as evidence, I will say, a bit to me, a conviction in court. Proceed to court. But I go court to all. Let's say, judge, X-ray Nipano. Let Nipano any proper reason why. Any proper reason why on to me and submit it to subpoena and answer invitation. Judge, don't know which me busan say, oh my warrant. Na unfan baby odia na so na say wo so ansa na wetimi aka say ene me kwako ama international na yi say yen hwe na mawo ya general woni baby enipa na wo general me me tio
special prosecutor no won call court enti enkoje warrant bia to declare that person wanted enti no what tell office ya obi a yen charge no enti be declare wanted and fugitive.
Fugitive. Hello? The word fugitive. Where the case we are fugitive. I say what could we be and now say what to chima court. Abu for that. So and now say unless a court no accept it say the prosecutor no can fancy they can carry out a court no say ma wo kwan na okoye sade no. I think on common sense approach we should tell you that. But the ease with which the first time we was where you need the so I say so Sunday I mean what is it say nipa no na opese ugu na nim ase ewi ase ade a enye no na enye minim say the former finance minister is not the most popular person in the country even in the culture and nyama akoto man so as patriots of our country me feel say bibi koso na enya esi etimi so empenifo etimi ka it doesn't matter say nipa no aye bibi aye nyina aye mpe anase yepe. And I am not one person who will kick someone when he's down. And me feel say a choir or fasono. No. There have been several examples. A nipa try one in absentia only ho. Court now go through all the process. You can be represented by your lawyers. The lawyers like I say, one person be shiao. Or asembisebia. Obetime e bisa or they have the power of attending to represent him, and they will be able to answer the questions that you want to ask. And in any case, dear questions are so important. So when you panel physically, when to me and proceed with your investigation. Let us say investigations now, and demo, and said and demo, because nobody will help you to prosecute them. It's over the mission. And to me feel say, young can be being said, no nice idea. A management. If you look at the amount of money, the budgetary office for these several years that it has been in existence, really the benefit to society and what we are as a people, we've benefited from the services of a special prosecutor, which confirms my earlier suggestion and my discomfort with the initial Gen.Sec.On position, because we didn't feel a choir or namswa or fasten and above for near my apart from telephone call, Obetima yet to say your video call crowd.
I was one pen video call, Zoom meeting, what for no presence, so for that I wouldn't name vis-a-vis.
Now, Obano Cafe, who was not a Mosimi, and I didn't have it. My
who
then it presents the picture say who person will be through her namoye na yaka there to say the chairman want to maybe and also so from mumai so enye at the papa so because I think say the natural laws of justice presumes innocence until you are proven guilty beyond all reasonable doubt. So Kaka media make found. I don't want it to seem that many know personality. I mean him as a person. I would say or a casual friend, in fact. But I think that let's do the right thing in this country. You rebuild your politics. When you man for campaign. Yes, I did and I say you do me, I do you. Yeah, and Kaka. That is won't me didn't go for 7 days. Won't me will be all properties be built Ghana. Unjani. What is the essence of bail? Bail, they say, I see more be big them and now one crown. Say, oh, Japadia be bail, Ghana, you didn't say Unjani Yawa. It's no bill, so Cobra. It is out to passport, so it is out to way, so near muscle. Already with the Mosaka to account. And see, one care, and say, and then over to international syndicate be, which now. Yes, reminding CID for the year the right thing. They were very professional, and that is why I think that we should allow the state institutions to work. The Ghana police is a very professional police force. Investigation by no one to me, yes, it means the nipa a good concrete to do so. It means the nipa a will see us, and so much to find out. To me, it is a Pia police a human pinching. Even Yoko, first year friend of the special force office. And it has become a superfluous state institution and wasting our money, our precious money. So, institutions will hold that, a bit near woman. Let's strengthen these institutions. Let them work in a bipartisan way. State, no dear. A buy beba, a buy a call. You're near oppositional. And you buy power 2000. And you free power 2009. And you buy power 2017. And he has a free power 2025. 2015, let me General Secretary, me go Kumasi NDC conference. Me come solidarity message. Me can't so. So for the foreseeable future, these two parties are the parties that are likely to be running affairs in this country. And the Yesu near buying ye Kasaye, and Nidia de Bemayo, a idea, and none of driving the confidence of the Ghanaian people in democracy. They say, the confidence in politics and democracy. I see. All the surveys that I've seen, it places politics at the bottom of our confidence level. And yet, so, Ing.Kwabena, and none of once we lose faith in our politics, you do me, I do you, there's no clear issue, it is political persecution. And what? So, let's all help build state institutions. Yeah, over politicizing Nema Wakana. And then, who go police more, who go soldier more, who go any state institution. Yes, we are NDC, we are MPP. The real focus of that institution, they are touching it. Because presidents have tinkered with the way organizations are run. And it is wrong. Yes, Article 71 of the day, and my president to me is our appointed chief executive of the major state enterprise. But these enterprises a lot of them are technical in nature. Into one kofa obigra oya juma woda onimuho or the institutional knowledge and memory of the place. Now, Ubezana president Biaba or appointed chief executive, no, some appointed deputies account. Deputies, look, they should have been the technical people on the advising or political head now than about. Now, also the political hats are fulfilling. So, it didn't start today. Previous governments have done it, but it's become worse. So, and the idea, I talked, especially in my campaign. I had a 6-point plan. I said, let's restore meritocracy. Let's restore professionalism to the public service. Mm-hmm. Because President Mahama Bai, who said, the whole military, What clear the top brass, about 20 generals. How do you build an institution like the military in that way? Yeah, about power first, President Kufuor. I think it was General Kasha, if my memory serves me right. Emmanuel Mukaka, IGP, Namfuri, Onokrana, Nuhu Krum, the BNI director. One teaching from Penny now to Hackman, and now to the guy said 1999 during the Albert Bafati. And we say the whole day in Obiena.
What you know? Peter Nafuri.
We sit down, you're firing near the Echo headquarters. They are the Abba, BNI now 37 years, yes, and the Echo. We are coming, minimum 2 cars. But the bar 37, who's the shall be on number 2 pie. And Fanta, the former President Akufo-Addo, then candidate Akufo-Addo. Tanya Menina, and we here, because immediately I tell you about power 2001. Then I'm fully IGP. That's how I'm not President Kufuor State House, not a near repair castle. And cabinet meeting, before another formal thing. So I said I'm fully nearby. Oba meeting, so IGP, Oba meeting, presidency. I want another also for quite abroad. I said, hey, it's an Namfuri. The coin has flipped. No, you know, this is a new magistrate, say, you know, but he was allowed to finish his term. Owusu-Poku, who was then at immigration, was the next in line. He was allowed to finish his term before we went to Osunsia. So we kept the hierarchy of the police.
Nana Osunsia.
Yes. So, and some question for no more time near the Eba. So, and yes, let's build institutions. Waba, generals, of course, to be a CDS in the he worked under President Akufo-Addo, all retired. You can pick one of the commanders to become the new CDS. You don't need to pick somebody who is below all of them and clear the top brass of the army. As you disturb the order, the hierarchy, the discipline, the morale of the Ghana Armed Forces. And yeah, many people do know that. Everyone, so other institutions, and somewhere of course they say, will be a transfer no cost Savannah, will be a transfer na your transfer. We are using transfer as a tool of punishment, and you're good. So the media are more interested in building the country, building the institutions of state, making them strong and resilient. That not it me actually or minus in the Kakra. Meka Afasa, and yet be or no per se in America. Is part of many state institutions that we are tinkering with politics and yet the papa. You're more professional. Let's restore some meritocracy in it. Many are branch here, may contact him a Ghana Highway Authority. Me dream is a chief executive as an engineer. So, and to President Biba, now, Okofa will be our only system, no more. We are demoralizing and demotivating all the staff. Places like VRA, EC, GMPC, these are technical organizations. And people have a store of knowledge. The state has used our money to build some of them. So, now, after the court now at directors level, maybe a regional representation, President Anu Esimubia. It means we are not allowing the state institutions to grow and build capacity to run the public services. I totally disagree with the tinkering of the organigram of state institutions. Organigram, no, let's respect it. Chief Executive in Kwana as a president appointed. On point to one corner. No one I go and you promote to a more deputies no Ghana. Now, almost the technical backstopping for the chief executive who is a political appointee. And I think that, yeah, you can't do constitution. In your constitution, be a president soon a higher Ghana. Those who are implementing the constitution, they are the problem, not the constitution. Because even if the constitution does not give us, what do you call it, a limit, the emphasis Supreme Court say. And then we have about 20 Supreme Court justices. Why? So, and see, young fan said, even during President Akufo-Addo time, and vacancy be by and one failure. So, vacancy be by one figure, we could have reduced it to about 11. And I think a country like Ghana should do with 9 justices. That should be fine. No, almost you can't retire on their salary. And double whammy to the economy and to the public treasury. People call retirement the Etianica, yes, I'm on a parachute payment. Yes, I replace or the all balances just for political expediency because the benefits president the appointee SMA appointee. I think that is wrong. A country like Ghana, if we have to make a change to our constitution to cap it, fine. If not, Ghana, by convention and practice, presidents can say that no, Omano, let's cut our coat according to the size of cloth available to us. After all, judges see, what kind of way? Yes, so may be or to be a airport. Oh, benches, what we are heard anymore as immediate MPP news or NDC, depending on who is in power. They are compared to be fast, the numbers, so, hey, yeah, wrong. And those things should stop as much as possible. No? It can happen maybe once be as an exception, but if it becomes the norm that these appointments are politically inspired, and yes, and papa, wrong. Let's look at our country and see what we can do. Wrong.
Martina, answer now, the general, and a June 4. Now,
what capacity, what secret town of Passia, and the next year, 445 or September 1979, yeah, O level.
Wow,
and I see that, you know, yeah, me now for 4, and for them penny for to our those days near from senior principal secretary, secretary to SMC. Woman in our not as someone to any back of the body dinner, the bab or see architect. So the not or in charge of the trial, so okay, canal is an info. Only judge advocate. I on the Najumana all yekeke because it's a community tribunal. Everything will be extremely training and all in Najuma. I said that for good ready see Kono, Konin Kama, Kubi Ophiobia. Not in the Basso is school. Gentleman, Papa, not a Rohosem. I'll bow about 2 weeks previously, make I papa or cow about school, for boy, you'll be an old boy, even after me junior. Now, even in a coot, no more, the back non quadro athlete, only 400 meters, 1,000, or me now. And some of us have very traumatic memories of 1979. And see, they are right and good, President Kufota, you really will as a national holiday. That day was a day of infamy. And some fast would be a good classroom baby, the baby as here. Won't go through to Marco High or Marco Debussian, I could see that. And so, women started the redevelopment of race, PNDC time, and the role is now cool for 4 hours. And almost a sign, you may be a Maya. And so Ghana for you to kind of way. He was the one. Yeah, we don't love you. Yeah, towards I say, I'm a to people who are politically connected. Oh, as answers in Ghana in the trust of we Ghanaians. Kenne, over Atta, the skyline has been redeveloped. And Ghana, there was some equity. There was major properties are through up. Then so Ghana, party we buy no what was as I say, the amount will be 100,000, which now down one $2 $3 million. No, is that how we want to treat our country? Is that how we want to rape our country? To me, as my Ghana Special Secretary, I was totally against the sale of state lands. My Jimmy that because they hear me. What belongs to the state should be held in trust for all of us Ghanaians. And of course, in the past, people who have served the country, civil servants, in our airport, yeah, Niger, in civil servants, a piano, those days, into a buying, it needs to transfer, not or the amount of retirement. I feel they are some cry. And they demand people who are connected politically. But most of the people are benefiting from Friday. Businessmen here, Now, yeah, politicians will be at them. You know, I told a good get to Kumha. No, Namana, state capture. Rollins, the status Adian. Rollins, the status has state capture no. And the PNDC. Go and look at the list at Land Commission. And then compute the amount of people who are part of the PNDC or connected to the PNDC who benefited from. But you're the one who put people on the stakes and shot them for nothing.
Mwabamba so but to us so 8 years.
I will disagree with it. I just make us even President Kufuor who guys maybe an international host you know. I'm going to can I'm interested. I didn't know wrong. News by no term, and I thought he was right in doing so. So we have to safeguard our country. And individualism, agree or minor, or be a power. No, Makobida, my press secretary to the president for close to 6 years. We have to be a president of 40 men. There's a full power and says, Yanko more for no, you know, you so the greed and the arrogance of power and control, so the power, the area, no better power and influence. It's transient. Until we've got to inculcate and imbibe that in all Ghanaians and in all politicians. So, and have the capacity to defend the interests of the state of Ghana. And only here, am I? Places like Ofori, Kolebu, Lumnia, yeah, you can appoint people. Of course, there may be not party hacks, but people who have sympathy towards your party, fine. It's okay. But we should not over-politicize these things. We shouldn't. These are public services that we need to survive. Because we are here, they do go Kolebu, and they do go UGMs, and they do go bank hospital, and baby. So, we need to build the competence and the professionalism of these vital state institutions based on meritocracy, not political patronage. And all the previous presidents have done some of these things, although I think it's happening worse currently. And the SE2 Mampenifo, one day, personally, Madame for no, the other man, person, Bonechi too much. And because I think that in 6 months, it's short. And again, I develop a new template. Say, you're too a baby. I buy be a 1 year bid to settle, to bed into what they are doing, to get their feet under the table. Now, one more to me, I say, man. Now, more media for the master and a potato, NDC, MPP, they are Kasasa 4 years of politics. We should stop that and allow the nation to go. So, now, who said we have a bigger national interest? Yes, a political party will be in power. And it has shown over the last 30 years plus. They say it will, there will be a town and in the power in the castle. Oh, and it may have any bread and also and corporate power. No, and only it can cemetery your supporters. Now, all my entitled, no my overly expectant. And this in the best is massive. Put your almost supporters in your men video more can. If you are multiple GPH, you go take over. What did that? State organization, Ghana Port and Harbor. Oh, they are going right Ghana. Who says those state entities belong to a political party? They do not. They are state entities, belong to all of us. The fact that the president appoints the head does not make the place an NDC or MPP place. So, to the extent that motor riders do what kind of attitude is that? It's not a serious enough attitude. We need to be serious as Ghanaians. We need a new politician who is dedicated, who is public spirited, who is determined to obey Jumadi Asum or minors in Wapa for here. When you bring a free move and here, the media de piano, let me Ahubrasium, and the who at the Adanse. So, young Kofa abide them and Kotra abide them. We consume or mine through President Kufuor. Silence here, in Kolana Bay, China, we go universities now, or either Tesco, and not saying because, or scholarship, be per placement, be pay Jumapa. And for millions of Ghanaians, you know, why now don't pay Jumapa? You know, the country does not belong to we, the politicians. We are giving custody of the country for a 4-year term to run it and run it efficiently and effectively. And on yes, you man. Now you like Casatintin and Yama Bibria, and winning for so let's focus on the work. The president, no on Capanchani investigation apparatus. In the name of investigation. But Sani Apolla we see in Ing.Kwabena and Tari who and Nipa. Yeah, this is not a military state. It's not a military state. And we have smooth civilian transition. Into your best one, Omunya Mapa, Naya, I'm sorry, also, because we are taking an entire more PSC everywhere, or money in idea. And whether you are in opposition, you are in government, you are there to serve society. Politics is about service to the society, you know? Let's say, yeah.
Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power.